Yo, it's your boy Boss. And this one gonna be real interesting because sometimes you gotta make a case. Because the OC and I, we obviously debated Odell Beckham to the Dallas Cowboys. Most of the tea leaves are looking like it's already in motion too. The signs look real good for those who really want to close this deal. But I'm gonna kind of talk about the risk of Odell Beckham because I was reading the chat and a lot of people were saying, "What's the risk? What's the risk?" So sometimes you gotta present the case that you're seeing and the risk that you're seeing in an organized fashion. So I did that. And it's gonna be real interesting because it's gonna be some effects I ain't never used before. So today we dealing with Odell Beckham is a gigantic season risk because of the addiction of Kellen Moore to the pass identity. Yeah. Everything I said is very, very real. If I got time, I'm gonna open up them phones too, because I'm gonna wanna hear from y'all. But y'all sit back, chill out. I'm gonna be back, getting this plane ready. See you in a minute. Crazy in the building, Sky High, Cowboys up North fan, Kenny Tucker, Thomas, James, man, we see you. Marcus always see, Mr. Day One, and William. What's going on, man? Y'all come in, have a seat. We finna get it. Y'all chill out, we finna get it. Coming right back, let's go. I see you, girl. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Let's go. Man, thank you, man, for the happy birthdays. All right. Here we go. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Yeah, man, I'm chilling. All right, so, man, today gonna be interesting, cause this is a complicated issue dealing with Odell Beckham, and I'm getting ready to kind of go through both. Obviously, everything that's gonna be good, but what I'm coming to more so now, kind of thinking this through even more, it's likely more than likely looking like they getting ready to sign him. That's where all the tea leaves are pointing to. It looked like we headed in that direction. We got us a super chat. Hold on real quick. He said, Life Crazy say, "Boss, come on down Fort Worth. I'll buy some drinks." Man, don't play with me, bro. I would head your way. I didn't even know Life Crazy you was from DFW. Now that I know that, we definitely got to get together, man. Hit me up on the DM, bro. We'll meet up somewhere. Yeah, I like Funky Town too. I didn't know Fort Worth was popping the way that it is. It is. I like Fort Worth a lot. Had to drink a little Kool-Aid. But so yeah, kind of getting down to it. Like, the benefits of Odell Beckham is amazing. All right, just frankly amazing, right? Because with Dak, thank y'all for the happy birthday wishes. With Dak, man, he is very good with route runners. So, and I obviously see, and I really do see it being electric at times, especially him taking pressure off CeeDee Lamb. From a playmaking standpoint, it does make a lot of sense. So when you hear me talk about what I'm getting ready to talk about, I'm never talking about the talent benefit of Odell Beckham. I'm not somebody that don't think he's better than Noah Brown, because I do. I'm not somebody that's over worried about will he get re-injured, because I'm not worried about that. I think he will be at a good price. My boy say, Tyrone better not start over Tyler. I'm done with him. We'll talk about that. I'll take that on the call. But looking at this Odell Beckham, appreciate the happy birthdays. I really do. That boy say Pleasant Grove, Texas, checking in already, man. I see y'all D-Town in the house. I see it. Yeah, man, it's a lot of happy birthdays. I appreciate it. But going back to what I was saying, man. So when I talk about what I'm getting ready to talk about, I want y'all to keep in mind something I see, and I'm very conscious of the play benefit of Odell Beckham. Okay, so trust me, that's not an issue, all right, and that's not my concern. What I'm concerned about is Kellen Pookie Moore. Okay, Pookie Moore. I'm concerned about the addiction of Kellen Moore to the pass game. That's why I called him Pookie. To where anybody know about the movie New Jack City, it was Chris Rock. You know, obviously he's a very famous actor now, you know, but he played some real tough roles. And one of his roles was a crackhead named Pookie. Dude named Pookie. And so that's who I'm concerned about, is killing Pookie Moore. All right. And so let me go through why killing Pookie Moore makes sense. Like when I call him killing Pookie Moore, because actually the addiction is very clear. Okay. So let me just show y'all something, okay, about Kellen Pookie Moore. All right. So Kellen Moore pass happy history is extreme and shows an obvious addiction. Kellen Pookie Moore. Pookie. Okay. So this is the thing about Pookie Moore. In 2020, Dallas was ranked number 2 in pass attempts per game. And remember, that was even without Dak for most of the season. So basically with backups, he was throwing the ball second most in the entire league with backups. And you say, man, that's not proof of an addiction. Well, let's keep going. Okay? Let's just keep going. So we look at Kellen Pookie Moore. Remember, Gary Gilbert first start versus Pittsburgh. Kellen Pookie Moore threw it 38 times in his first game. And we took a L. Ben DiNucci first start. Kellen Pookie Moore addicted to throwing the ball. Threw it 40 times. Kellen Pookie Moore Dak Prescott coming off a lat injury with no training camp in 2021, game 1 versus Tampa. Did he ease Dak into the game? Did he let Dak get in rhythm? Did he take it easy on his quarterback who had no training camp because of that lat where he couldn't throw? No. Kellen Moore threw it 58 times and we took a L. See, but nobody cared because it was a moral victory. It was a good game. And see, that's the problem with most of these games. These games are entertaining. These games appear to be competitive. But when you add it up from him being addicted like crack to the passing game, it fails more than it wins. So let's keep looking. Everybody was super excited and high on Cooper Rush, and we was all loving what we was seeing. Just love it. It was even a QB controversy. It was even a QB controversy. Is Cooper Rush? Should we stick with the hot hand? Oh man, Cooper Rush, he's on a roll. We gotta stay with that. We surely can't, just start Dak when he comes back. But yeah, he was on a roll. But he was on a roll when we was running the ball. And when Kellen Moore hands was tied. So the first game that Cooper Rush lost, guess what? That was when Kellen Moore had 38 pass attempts. And then the infamous Green Bay game. The infamous. The one we was up by 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Kellen Moore lost that game. It was exciting, but we lost. And he threw it 46 times. And again, another L. So let me say it like this. All the games that we lost this year, the times we got off rhythm last year was when Kellen Moore became an addict and addicted to passing. And it don't stop. I still got some more to show y'all. Thank y'all for being so patient. Because then I'm going to get into the presentation. I appreciate everybody for the happy birthdays, man. I sure appreciate it. It's a lot of happy birthdays in here, man. I sure appreciate it. All right. Yeah, man. Y'all showing love. All right. Now, to check this out. Because y'all give me a second to pull this up. All right. So remember the play-by-play of Green Bay, right? So it's not just the games. Now listen, it's not just the games that we lost with him being addicted to the pass game. It was the series that we lost. So check this out. Every time we punted versus Green Bay, every one of those 3 and outs, every one of them, not some of them, every one of them at least had 2 consecutive passes as a pattern. Literally every one, not some, every one. Every time you saw us with a 3 and out, every one of those, it was 5 of them. Every one, not some, every one of those had 2 consecutive passes as a pattern. So that's telling you. So y'all should already kind of see where I'm going a little bit with the risk of Odell Beckham. All right. And if we get him, I'm going to welcome it. I'm going to be excited about it. But that also means we're going to have to put a whole lot more pressure on Kellen Moore. So when you understand Kellen Pookie Moore, the key is understanding the history and what actually took place with Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy. Because you won't understand the risk of Odell Beckham unless you understand the power structure problems within the Dallas Cowboys. So we already kind of started it off talking about Kellen Pookie Moore, but we also got to talk about the power struggle and why it makes it hard to manage Kellen Moore in this current environment. So here we go.
What's up, kid?
Let me tell you something. The trouble with being a teenager is you don't know nothing. The problem with teenagers is you think you're smarter than people who've already been down the road you're traveling. You know what I'm trying to say to you, boy?
Yep. Thinking you smarter than the people that been down the road you trying to travel. Kellen Moore. Tell him, Mike McCarthy.
What have you been thinking about all this time? Why should I believe you now?
Because I changed my ways.
You change your ways, Kellen Moore? Did you change your ways? Because I don't think Kellen Moore changed his ways. See, because he was talking like this after the Tampa game. Do y'all remember him talking like this? Yeah. So let's just look at him talk and see if he changed his ways.
Earlier in your play calling career, were you as persistent with the run when you're kind of beating your head against the wall like that? Because
everything inside of me wanted to throw the football the entire Sunday. So.
Oh, so did you really, Kelly Pookie Moore, change your ways? I don't think you change your ways, big dog. Let me go back to the movie, man. Because I think the movie tell a story just a little bit better. Here we go.
I don't believe you, Sams. I don't think you've changed a thing. Go on, jump.
No, I don't want to jump.
Yes, you do. You smoke crack, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't you, Kellen Pookie Moore? You addicted to the pass game, don't? Yeah, that's your problem.
You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
Yes, sir.
You know what that does to you? Huh?
No, sir.
It kills your team, son.
Kills your brain cells. Now when you're destroying your brain cells, you're doing the same thing as killing yourself. You're just doing it slower. Now I say if you want to kill yourself, don't fuck around with it. Go on and do it expeditiously. Now go on and jump. Jump.
No, I don't want to kill myself, sir.
You're quite sure about this, are you?
See, that's the problem. Kellen Pookie Moore is actually killing himself because he has ambitions to be a head coach. And I really do believe that the reason why he forces the passing game is because he trying to stand out. But what he don't know is every time he take these L's from being too ambitious and forcing the passing game, it's killing him more than making him.
I'm sorry.
You're quite sure about this, are you?
Yes, sir.
All right, Sams, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back on my own word just this once.
And that's where you messed up, Mike McCarthy. See, because that fight, even though this is funny and it's real, right, at the same time. It's funny and real at the same time. What I want to make very clear is that this power dilemma is real. Because I want you to know that actually Kellen Moore has all the power. So he was actually getting on Kellen Moore just like that movie. Remember this?
A lot of great questions today, but this is my favorite. So we get to talk a little ball here. But no, I've never been a big option route thrower, your concept in the past.
Yeah. So what have we been talking about last week? We've been talking about those option routes. And guess who been against it the whole time? Mike McCarthy. And you could also tell, and he also admitted that it's him that's behind more of the management that's going on with Kellen Moore. Check this out.
Had the Jerry Rice list and John Taylor, and so those that is carried forward for generations. That's why you have more than 2 pages on your call sheet. If you look at call sheets, I never looked at the call sheet as a call sheet. I looked at it as a worksheet. When you work on it throughout the week, that's why it's 6 pages instead. You really use 2 during the game, but those with the other categories. I know personally what I would carry on. Hey, make sure you get the ball.
Personally, what I would carry on, if I was Kellen Moore.
What I would carry on. Hey, make sure you get the ball to, CD. Make sure here's the top 10 throws. You already have the plays on the call sheet, but they're.
Yeah, listen to what he said. If it was me, listen.
What I would carry on. Hey, make sure you get the ball to, CD. Make sure here's the top 10 throws. You already have the plays on the call sheet, but they're good reminders how you list, plays for Tony, plays for Zeke, plays for.
So, after the Tampa game, Mike McCarthy was basically put in a place where he had to start snitching, and that's what he did. He started snitching. Now, one thing also to keep in mind is the fact that Stephen Jones wants the Dallas Cowboys to be a run team. And Jerry. But I want y'all to listen to this, and it's gonna really bring this home. Y'all give me 1 second, because I want y'all to hear this out. And when you hear this out, I think you go understand my concerns. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me just put this in here real quick. Boom. All right, here we go. So check this out. Listen to Stephen Jones, and this is from G-Bag Nation.
Stephen Jones here with us on the Fan. Are there things that you want Kellen and Dak to do together that you've seen Rush have success in the offense with?
No, I just think that the bigger thing is, that I would stress is that, and I know it's something that they really, that we talked about as an organization is, the running game. I think you got to be committed to it. And, when you got a guy like Dak who's shown he can throw it, 60 times a game. I mean, if that's what you wanted, or 50 times a game, I mean, he might can do it, but is it?
Remember, this was also October 2nd when Stephen is saying this. Listen.
In the best interest of our team, and is it, the best way to win in terms of complementary football and what we do. So, I just think the bigger thing here is we're showing here that we've got an offensive line and some running backs who can run the ball well. I thought last week was really, a great mix for Zeke and Pollard in terms of their touches, and then a great mix with our offense. I think we were right at 50% passes, 50% runs, and if anything, I'd like to see that thing, I think we all would, maybe as an organization, even have it tilt a little more toward more runs than passes.
So he said, as an organization, we was at 50% pass to run, and he was like, as an organization, we would even want to see more than that. So now you got Steven co-signing what Mike McCarthy was saying. Jerry also did the same thing, but I'm going to show y'all a pattern of a problem that continues to happen. And we talking about the power dynamic. Listen.
But, against Tampa, we got behind the 8 ball there, and we weren't although we ran it successfully, it was hard to stick with it when you got behind there late in the third and fourth quarters that you had to get away from that run because you felt like you were playing catch up. But
see, this is the problem, and this is the pattern that you hear from Steven as well as Jerry. Steven and Jerry cover for Kellen Moore, because that's exactly what Jerry Jones said with Green Bay. He said, and I can play it, I might just play it now, but this is the power dilemma that's going on. The person who actually runs the offense is Kellen Moore. And even when he's clearly in the wrong by abandoning the run identity, which the whole organization wants to be. Steven wants it. Jerry wants it. Mike McCarthy wants it. Mike McCarthy even said, I don't see us changing going forward. And we still changed. But every time he throws it and he goes into that Pookie Kellen Moore crack mode where he addicted to the pass play at the wrong time, they cover for him. And they always blame the game. What about Green Bay demanded that we throw that much? Was we behind? Or was we mostly ahead? Was we controlling that game? Did we have to be high tempo? Or was we losing that game and having to come back? But yet both of them always cover for Kellen. And it makes me think that they want him to, they have future plans for him. That's what it appears to be. So if that don't confirm it, I want y'all to listen to Bobby Belt, who was talking about this very same thing that I'm getting ready to play. But this is from May 18th. May 18th. So I want y'all to listen to Bobby Belt on this. And he was talking about the future of Mike McCarthy. So just listen as he talk about Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy. Listen.
McCarthy's going to be a little bit more involved in the offense, or maybe has he been this offseason, that kind of thing, because there is so much pressure and he's like, all right, I need to get my hands in this thing?
I mean, that's been the discussion, right? Like, that's kind of what Jerry's hinted at.
See, remember, Jerry was hinting at Mike McCarthy, what do you do?
Mike's talked a little bit about that. I will say, I know I brought this up when we were out there at rookie minicamp. He was more actively involved, it looked like, in coaching drills than I've ever seen him before. And was actually out there, it looked like he stopped down a drill at one point and was trying to coach something specific. And I've never seen him do that in 2.5 years that he's been here. So, I think whether he wants to be or not, I think the Cowboys want him to be more involved in it. And I think they want to have some more tangible aspects that they can judge him by. It's like, hey, your job's on the line here. Your future's on the line. Let's see what it is you can do. We need you more involved so that we can judge you based off of some of these things. So I think it's absolutely possible he's got more involved, and I still think this is ultimately Kellen Moore's offense.
Whoa.
Got more involved, and I still think this is ultimately Kellen Moore's offense.
Hold on.
I still think this is ultimately Kellen Moore's offense. And I still think this is ultimately Kellen Moore's offense. Absolutely possible he's got more involved, and I still think this is ultimately Kellen Moore's offense. But
see, so when we talking about Odell Beckham and this current power dilemma, I want y'all to understand, putting Odell Beckham on his team is like putting crack around Pookie with no supervision. Because it's clear that Kellen Moore has the power over the offense and not Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is only doing his best to use his influence to rein him in. That's the only power he has, is influence and the public. He doesn't have any real power. He doesn't have what we call cohesive power, the ability to punish. He can't fix that dog. He can only publicly shame that dog into doing the right things. That's why he came out after the Tampa loss and separated himself from Kellen Moore. That's why immediately after that loss, he came out saying he didn't like the option routes, and he came out beating the drum, talking about having a go-to matchup call sheet. To where if I don't see Pollard and Zeke getting their touches, this is my call sheet for them. It was Mike McCarthy that began to spank his butt and snitch on him to get him to actually have a run identity. Other than that, Kellen Moore didn't want to and wasn't going to. And this is real. I'm not making this up. This is real. That's why I'm showing you all the evidence on this. I'm not making this up. So Kellen Moore had to get snitched on and embarrassed after Tampa. Yeah, he said it's a cop because he was snitching on him. Yeah, Mike McCarthy had to snitch on him.
Shut up, I'm gonna blow your brain. Shut up.
Yeah, he said, he admitted to being addicted.
That's got me, man. I don't got no control over it, man. I try to kick my just be calling me, man. Be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it. Need help, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Am I lying, though?
Earlier in your play calling career, were you as persistent with the run when you're kind of beating your head against the wall like that?
Everything inside of me wanted to throw the football the entire Sunday. So
that boy admitted he addicted. Right in our face. He admitted right in our face. And this was after a win. Even with the win, the crack call of Pookie was still pulling on him. He admitted it. And we still think it's a joke, though. It's serious.
Brain. Shut up.
I was gonna be in that club, man. This crack shit, that's got me, man. I don't got no control over it, man. I try to kick my just be calling me, man. Be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it. Need help, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Kellen the pass happy crack monster. And this is true. He's addicted to throwing the ball. This is true.
Man, what you like, man? What you like, bro?
Killing Pookie Moore.
Name. Leave me alone, man.
Man, I'm trying to help you myself, man.
Want some of this, man?
We all good. Man, we gonna hook you up, baby.
Yeah. So you better be real careful with Odell Beckham. You better be real careful. Because, see, this was the, I'm gonna go ahead and give up the movie. You should have been there to watch this by now. But see, in the movie New Jack City, where he was dealing with Pookie, the plan of that police officer was to try to use Pookie as an informant. So he wanted to rehabilitate him, but put him around drugs, isolated. You want to put Pookie, Kellen Moore, isolated with no power from Mike McCarthy. See, if Mike McCarthy had the real power, I would be 100% forward with literally no reservations. It would make sense to me. I would fight everybody who tried to go against it. But see, I showed y'all the power dynamic. I showed you the fact that Kellen Moore has more power than Mike McCarthy over this offense. So basically, you taking a person who's admitted to being addicted to passing.
Everything inside of me wanted to throw the football the entire Sunday. So.
Yeah, he admitted to being addicted. And he's isolated with full power. And you finna have him as your informant to take us to the Super Bowl with crack around him. Odell Beckham, if you don't understand in this metaphor, and it's an analogy, Odell Beckham is amazing, but Odell Beckham is also crack to a dope fiend. Kellen Pookie Moore. So I'm trying to explain what the risk is, because it is a risk. Because remember, all those games where I showed you we was pass happy, all those games, they had one thing in common: L's. It didn't matter about the talent, because we overthrew it with Dak, we overthrew it with Ben DiNucci, we overthrew it with Cooper Rush. The common denominator is every time we was pass happy, El Lola, Ella Lullaton, L's for dinner, L's for lunch, L's for breakfast. Whenever we abandon the true identity of who we are. So, yeah, he's sexy, but he cracked. Now, if he was with a responsible OC, man, I wouldn't even be talking about this. I promise you. I would be on to the Giants. Real talk. I would be on to the Giants. But if they sign him, we gotta up the pressure on Kellen. Even with wins. So even if we go on a run, if he being pass happy, remember, it's a trap. Because that type of stuff ain't gonna work when we get in them big games. It's gonna roll up a whole bunch of stats. It's gonna make him a leading candidate to get a coaching job, because he gonna be putting up big numbers. But see, numbers and wins is different. Do you want numbers or do you want to win? Yeah, and my boy Big Down say Kellen is not an RPC. See, RPC, for those who don't know, that's a term that the OC made up, and it's called a responsible play caller. Yeah, Kellen is not a RPC in no fashion. He not responsible. He is a married man who acts single. I mean that. He is a married man who acts single. He only concerned about his side of the ball. He not concerned about the family. He concerned about him and his side of the ball. So if I'm go tire out my defense and hurry up, hey, that's their problem. Yoga. If I can get somebody injured because I keep these guys on the field, hey, that's their problem. Yoga fire. Yoga flame. So when you playing with crack, you can get crack results. It just take one hit at the wrong time. It just take one hit at the wrong time. Hold on real quick. We got us a super chat. if Kellen does leave, who takes his place, bro? Man, you can take his place. Man, just get Kellen out of here, man. It's a lot of people that'll be an upgrade to Kellen. Shoot, I put Nussmeier, wherever his name is, in his place. You know who else you can put in his place? Shoot, I'm filming. Guess who was the play caller in that Super Bowl run for Green Bay? It was filming. Shoot, guess who else know how to run plays and call plays? Mike McCarthy. Man, we got a whole lot of people that can call plays right now in this organization over Kellen Moore. But see, the key thing that I was showing though is when you got Odell Beckham, all he got to do is get pass happy one time in the playoffs and smoke the Odell Beckham crack. We might win the first playoff game. We might win the second one. Then if he get in his ego and he decide he want to be featured, game 3, that's all it take is that one hit of overthrowing the ball. And likely it's going to be the pattern of a nail. I'm keeping it real. You got to watch that Odell Beckham crack.
What y'all looking at? Yeah, I give you something to look at.
Superfly.
Go.
There's something wrong with your boy. What's happening with Pookie, Scotty?
What's happened with Pookie Moore? See, you know what's the sad thing about this? This is the sad thing. When we watch games, we act just like this. What's going on with your boy Pookie Moore? Why are we throwing right here in the fourth quarter and we up by 10 points?
Superfly. There's something wrong with your boy. What's happening with Pookie, Scotty? I have no idea. Well, you should. He's your plan.
Yeah, Jerry and Steven, you should know he's your plan. What's going on with your boy? See, we all do this when we watching the games. We all start noticing it when he get off. We say, wait, what is this? 3rd and 1 and you went vertical? A fade route?
There's something wrong with your boy. What's happening with Pookie, Scotty? I have no idea. Well, you should. He's your plan. Why don't y'all cool out, man?
Y'all remember that San Francisco identity? Remember we was playing San Francisco? We was all saying this. What's wrong with your boy? Why Pollard not getting his touches? CeeDee Lamb going against a backup and he ain't got no targets. What's wrong with your boy? What's wrong with Pookie Moore?
Superfly. There's something wrong with your boy. What's happening with Pookie, Scotty?
He done hit the rock.
I have no idea. Well, you should. He's your plan. Why don't y'all cool out, man? You jumping the gun. Just cool out.
And it's always some apologies just like that. Oh, boss, calm down, chill out. You too hard on Kellen. You over analyzing Kellen. Oh, I think we gonna be okay. You ain't got nothing to worry about with Odell Beckham. Oh, you jumping the gun, boss. Even though you see a clear pattern of this dude being pass happy, and it's a clear pattern of us losing games when he just rebels and go pass happy for no reason.
Why don't y'all cool out, man? You jumping the gun. Just cool out.
Oh, am I jumping the gun? Am I? You telling me this not a real risk? Odell Beckham crack to Pookie Kellen Moore?
Something wrong with your guy, Scotty.
Go. 7 years.
What is that? Some kind of secret code for help? No, it's a black thing. I mean, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of this, man. What's wrong with you, fool?
Yo, man, I'm just doing a little workout, man. It's a tough job, brother. Gotta stay in
See,
shape.
then we go run up on Philly. And see, Philly different.
Do it, man.
See, Philly don't do all that cute stuff. They don't do all that third and passing. They don't do all that. They just stick to fundamental footballs. And just what if he get into that crack mode at the wrong time with Odell Beckham and start hitting that pipe? What if he go to Kellen Moore and he run up on a formidable opponent in the playoffs? And we sitting there just like Green Bay up by 14, and he done smoked the rock, and now he over here skissing like the Pookie from the movie. And here we are, we going against some competition that's real.
This ain't no gym. A workout like this, man, boost.
Yes, we sitting up here with Nick Sirianni, and he having a crack fit, and he want to throw the ball. He want to be super Kellen instead of doing what's smart. Skissing.
This is not working morale, baby. You think I'm stupid?
Yeah, you think I'm stupid. I see right through your plays, son. I know exactly what you're doing with those option routes. We know how to bait you. We fundamental. And we a real threat. See, you got to watch out, man, when that dude start hitting that crack, man. So, yes, cool. If we want Odell Beckham, let's get him. But if you want to get him and then take your hands off the wheel, man, you tripping. Man, you tripping. Because, see, remember, he's isolated. See, I would be cool with Odell Beckham with no concerns if Mike McCarthy had the veto power. If he could tell him when to check out of dumb plays. But what did Bobby Belt say? In the end, this is Kellen Moore's offense. Meaning, just like the movie, he's sitting in a crack house as a former crackhead with no supervision. What you think Pookie was gonna do? Huh? He a crackhead. What did you really think he was gonna do? What has he been doing? What did he do with Ben DiNucci? What did he do with Gilbert? What did he do with Cooper Rush? What did he do with Dak coming off a lat injury? He throws it at the wrong time. What was he doing it on all those 3rd and 1s early in the season? 4th and 1s. Throwing it. He addicted. He told you. He said it. And see, when they say they a crackhead, when they say, listen.
Everything inside of me wanted to throw the football the entire Sunday. So,
yeah, he told you. And okay, if we get Odell Beckham, cool. But we better be watching him close. Even with the excitement, because we gonna see some excitement. We gonna see Dak, who is fantastic with route runners. He gonna look good with Odell. But see, if we not careful, we will be falling for a trap, because he will be getting us ready, just like he did versus Green Bay, for a setup. And he'll hit that pass happy pipe at the wrong time. And everything I'm telling is real.
Oh, man. You a high motherfucker. What you, Bobo?
Oh shit, his cover's blown. We gotta go, get your gear.
What you, Bobo? Take this boy outside and kill him 3 times and blow the building. Scotty, help me, I'm gonna
die.
Let's go.
Yep. Scotty, I'm gonna die. Classic part. I'm gonna die. See, Kellen, we know what you want. You want to be an NFL head coach. We get it. I get it. You want to be an NFL head coach. But see, every time you come out pass happy, we lose. And guess what? All this protecting that they doing for you, they gonna stop. And your dreams of being a head coach is gonna die. And you see how Mike McCarthy then was trying to rush in there to save him? It was too late. You couldn't save him now, Jerry. You can't save him now, Steven. He dead. And you too. Y'all trying to save him. But see, y'all sent a crackhead and you gave him crack and said be disciplined with no oversight. And now you want to come in there in the last minute and try to play rescue when it's too late. Go be just like Pookie. I'ma die. I'ma die. Yeah. Yeah, we trying to save you. And we can't. So, like, listen, man. That's exactly how I see it. I'm just, see, because a lot of people don't understand the power dynamics that's going on. That's why people was like, Boss, how are you against Odell Beckham? I say, honestly, I can't explain this in no versus debate. Because it take longer than 5 minutes to explain this. Just being honest. So when me and the OC debated this out, listen, y'all, I didn't have enough time to really explain everything that's in my head. Just keeping it real. But when you understand all the risks that we dealing with somebody that's literally addicted, that's untrainable, unmoldable, and he'll go into Kellen Pookie Moore at any moment. I ain't supposed to be concerned. I'm supposed to be like, yeah, sure, let's just send him in the crack house, unsupervised, as an ex-crack addict. Or not even ex, a current crack addict. He's addicted to throwing the ball. He admitted it. When are we gonna believe him? And is it truly wise for us to just do that? My boy says it's his birthday too, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody, man, that was born around this time, man. I really appreciate the birthday shout outs, man. But yeah, man, but getting to the point. I think I'm gonna even take a call. I wasn't planning on taking a call, but I'm gonna take a couple of calls. And y'all let me know, man, you know, what y'all think in terms of, is it a risk? Because I know it's a risk. More importantly, instead of that, what are we gonna do? And what's gonna be the plan for us to make sure that we don't fall for fool's gold? Because see, fool's gold could even be win. See, that's when everybody want me to shut up. When we start winning, they be like, boss, we don't really want to hear anything negative. So we'll win a game when Dak threw 50 times, and we'll be like, but boss, a win. And I'll be like, but you don't see, Kellen Moore is practicing a bad habit that when we play them good teams, this ain't gonna work. Oh, boss, you been negative. Hey, we only lost 3 games. We're 14-3. That's why I don't like you. You're just negative. No, I'm watchful. I'm careful. I see a pattern. I see it. And yes, so if they can keep Kellen Moore in check, Odell Beckham make all the sense in the world if he healthy. If he even 90% of what he was last year, he'll upgrade to Noah Brown. He's a pure upgrade. And he likely even an upgrade to Gallup. I don't think he'll upgrade over CeeDee Lamb. But I think if he even 90% of what he was last year, yeah, why wouldn't I want us to be better? I do want us to be better. I just want us to be better, but still smart. I don't want us to go into Kelly Pookie Moore overpassing the ball. Yeah, man. So I got them call lines open, man. So y'all call on in. And while y'all doing that, I'm sitting here looking at it, you know, waiting on y'all to call. Make sure y'all also hit that like, you know, make sure y'all do that. That's really important. Hit that like, you know, because obviously with all the extra illustrations I had today that probably got y'all attention. And it's easy to forget to hit that like and that subscribe, but make sure y'all do that real quick, before we get out of here. But if y'all don't call in, I'm gonna end the show. So I got it. Here we go. We already got some calls. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, boss man, happy birthday to you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm just calling. I really want to call and say happy birthday to you, man. And listen, man, I just wanted to say what this is crazy. When we had our first game with Dak came back and we scored didn't score that many points. People were talking about, well, Dak is rusty, we got to get going. And as soon as we scored 42 points in the game, then everyone started talking about, man, we need Odell Beckham. Okay. Then it calmed down a little bit, and we played the Green Bay Packers, and we lost. It was a little groundswell with it, but not much talk about it. There was talk, but not as intense again. Then we scored another dominating performance offense, and then it picks right back off. Now, man, we need Odell Beckham. It just don't make sense to me. Logically, that don't make sense. That sounds like people that we are getting messages from people that wants us to get off track.
Yep.
That's all that sounds like to me. And I can see if we had bad performances and we was really struggling offensively, or the offense looked like it was really struggling. But we talking about hypotheticals.
Yeah, they trying to get us to throw the ball.
Situation. What if it gets like this?
Right.
I just see. And what if we need to be? Okay. I ask you this question: if it does get tight, and we do have to have those guys to make those plays on the outside, does our offense do that for players?
No.
No, it doesn't. So, what I say to you this: certain players are good for certain teams, but they're not good for all teams.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. Certain players are good for some teams, they're not great for all teams. So you just have to think about this, and I am very concerned about his health. I think we think he's Superman. Ain't too many people come back from 2 games, and I don't think he's gonna be nowhere close to what he was before. But the hype train is there. But he got to show me something on the field, which he hadn't yet. Has he? No videos, no workout, just all talk. So I hope they would. And another thing you were saying, boss, and we know the Cowboys, if they invest 2 or 3 years into a guy, you think they're going to invest money into him if it's nice money and not use him?
Yep.
A lot.
It's going to be crap.
Or the groundswell of the. And see, this is what this was. See, it's not the Kellen Moore. See, this is what we have to understand. It's not all about Kellen Moore. Are our fans addicted to the passing game? Because soon as we go in the game is tight, and we may we may win a game 20-17. They're man, we got to use Odell Beckham more.
I don't think most
we got to put the ball in the air.
Coach, I don't think most fans can discern the difference. I don't think most fans can discern the difference. I just don't think most fans know. They just, because they couldn't tell the difference in general, not all fans, and the difference between our first half of 2021 and our second half of 2021. As you know, the first half was built on us running the ball, and we was leading the league in rushing attempts. Dak was the leading MVP candidate. Then the second half of the season, we was pass happy. Dak looked like he was struggling. The offense looked like we was struggling. and Dak got the blame. So I don't think the fans know the difference between us. Well, a lot of them do, but I don't think in general most of them.
See, this is what I think. Let me ask you this question, boss. When we talked about we struggled, but in those games that we struggled, we still didn't struggle running the ball. We just didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. It's almost that we got a philosophy of saying, "Oh man, I understand that we lost because we didn't commit to this, but we don't want to commit to this. We want to do it our way."
Yeah.
So that's what my question is: if the fans really, if they really believe in what's our identity, or are we going to try to force our identity or somebody else's identity on us? And you know something, that's a point in life where we do that sometimes to our own children. We try to force some identity on them that's not their identity. So here it is, our team. We do well, but we're going to try to. And I'm not saying we're not going to be explosive. You can't tell we're not explosive if we got 42, 28, and 40 points in the last 3 games, and there's not another team that done that.
Right.
That's right. Not with the players that we have right now. And that's not. When you bring Odell Beckham, you're not going to score 50. I think we got this thing. Well, we're going to score 50, 60 points. No.
Yeah.
That means you're going to take the touches out of somebody else's hand. So who are you willing to take touches out of hand? Because right now the balls are going to your best players all the time.
No, you can. He better than Noah Brown. He better. Well, he formerly was better. We'll have to see if he's better after his workout. You know what I'm saying? It depends on his workout. But hey,
if you got to show up. But I just don't want the fans to get enamored thinking that you can come off 2 ACLs and then off 11 months and off of the same ACL and think it's going to be just like somebody coming off one. It's not.
Well, with modern medicine, I wouldn't be surprised because Gallup came back early, a month early.
And it took him 2 to 3. It took him 4 weeks to get to even looking at what we're looking at Gallup now.
He ain't even supposed to play. That's the thing. He ain't even supposed to play. So I'm just saying, like it wasn't even possible to come back the way that Gallup came back. That he broke the record by a month. So I ain't gonna say with modern medicine that he can't come back.
He was under direct care of the Cowboys from day one.
Yeah, I know. But I'm still not gonna say
by himself.
I'm still not gonna say with modern medicine that he can't. I just have to wait and see on that. That's all.
He's not Superman.
Now we'll see. I mean, it's modern medicine. Like back in the day, ACLs used to be one ACL used to be the end of a receiver's career. It was no coming back. And I'm talking about like 4 years ago. You know. So now that these boys, we'll see.
Listen, boss, I hope you're right. But all odds say that I'm gonna be right.
Well, we'll see. I hope you're wrong. You know, and then I'm already right. I'm already right because I said we'll see. You can't be wrong on we'll see. You can't be wrong on we'll see. I'm not saying he go ball. I'm saying I gotta wait and see because modern medicine has been doing good. So I'm not gonna assume he gonna be bad. I'm not gonna assume he gonna be good. So I'm already right because I'm on we'll see. I trust this. That they ain't go if he gimpy, they ain't gonna give him no big deal if he don't pass they workout and physical. They not gonna give him no millions if he gimping around. If he look like he even 90% of himself can make a difference, that's when they go give him that contract. So I think the evaluation goes 2 ways. You know, he might be a lemon, he might be a vet. We'll see.
You listen your credit though with this. He shouldn't get, at this particular point in time, he shouldn't ask for us no more than what he asked from the Rams, and that was less than $5 million.
Right. I can see that. I can see that happening. Because I don't think he got no options.
You know something? I'll jump on.
I don't think he got no options.
Yeah, I mean, but if you tell me getting you a long-term investment,
no. And see, remember Barr tried that. Remember Barr came out. Remember Anthony Barr came out with that. I want $11 million. Remember that? What he signed for?
Yeah, you got too many bigger fish coming up in the off season to put a long-term investment in a guy that's maybe not gonna be a number one.
We not gonna do that. I'm certain we not gonna do that. He go come in. He go, and I'm almost certain he don't got the options that he pretend he does. I think people talking to him, but nobody is gonna give him a long-term deal, and they haven't worked him out. No,
Kellen know how to use Odell Beckham anyway, man. Come on, man. We already know that he still know how to use Pollard. So
yeah,
how you gonna learn how to use Odell Beckham in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
No doubt. I mean, no doubt.
Have a good birthday, boss.
All right, thank you, Coach. All right, man. So, but if he do come to Dallas, and if he passes physical, I trust that he gonna make some plays. Cause Dak history says that he uses every weapon very well. He made good use out of Cobb. He made good use out of, so many receivers. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yo, boss.
Yo.
Yeah, this Thomas game coming from Nashville, Tennessee.
Let's get it.
Bro, I am glad you told us about that addiction stuff about Kellen Moore, because over the weekend before the Minnesota game, I was telling everybody the same thing you were saying. I literally got laughed at. I was literally laughed at.
You was laughed at?
Yeah, they thought, what are you talking? They was like, what the hell are you talking about? And I told them. I said, man, look. This dude, he has become pass happy. He don't care.
Yeah.
He don't let it. He has let it be known. He don't care.
Yeah.
He said that he liked the pass. So technically, that tells me that this dude is a damn junkie. He's a junkie.
Yeah, he is. Junkie.
And I was trying to tell everybody this Saturday.
Yeah.
But I was laughed at, and I was like, okay, just keep laughing, because when all this come to light, y'all gonna be saying, yeah, he did mention something about that, and I'm be like, yeah, I did mention something about that, and y'all should put heed of it when I said something.
Yeah.
But when you brought it up in your live earlier, I was on my patio and I said to myself, finally, somebody's agreeing with what I've been trying to say.
Yeah, it's hard to explain the junkie side to fans. It's because it don't add up. Most people look at the talent of Odell Beckham and they be like, how can he be a bad thing? He can be a bad thing if your OC overuses the concept of throwing the ball because of him. That's very hard to explain. It take a while for a lot of people to get that. So we gonna continue to fight this fight, man. We gonna be uphill about, killing Pookie Moore, because people don't see that he addicted. So let's just keep fighting the fight, big dog. That's the only thing we can do, is just keep putting the word out there that how he's dangerous when he forces his concept over the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You got anything else, bro?
And, man, my $1 million question is, if we do sign Odell, and if Kellen starts falling back to his old crackhead ways, and if him and Odell want to get into it, how is that going to work, man?
Yeah.
Because, man, I don't.
Yeah, that's another point, and I didn't even talk about that yet, what you just said. The risk of Odell getting pissed off at them option routes, where you're an athlete and they trying to use you like you're a chess piece system versus system. See, I ain't even bring that up yet. You know, I mean, I talked about it before, but that had nothing to do with this presentation. You just raised a whole nother risk. Because, see, we all know that Odell Beckham is vocal. We know that. If he come in here and he see that the option routes is going on, and if it's stupid to him, he might rebel. He might rebel. So all the chemistry that we have right now is womp womp.
You know, man, all I just hope, man, is if we do sign him, I just hope that, everything, I just hope that everything work out into our favor. That's all I just hope.
Yeah, that's the only thing we can hope, big dog. But, man, I sure appreciate the call, man. And call back whenever, man. I'm going to try to get to some more calls, all right?
All right, bro.
All right, man.
All right, you have a good day.
You too. All right, man. Appreciate the super chat. He said, happy birthday, boss. Hope you're having a balling, safe, and blessed day. I'm going to be balling on Thursday, big dog. But I appreciate it, man. That's when I'm going to really let loose, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate, man, all the love that y'all showing over here at Boss Cowboy Sports. And hopefully, man, y'all felt, in feeling this presentation, because I really try to put a lot into it to bring it home, to make it make sense. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you present metaphors, it help people get it. My boy say this conversation is depressing. Bro, you can look at it like that, because it is, but I also look at it like we can't fix problems unless we face them. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing we got to do is say, okay, this is what we up against. The second thing we got to do is this is how we go fight back against it. So if we see Kellen Moore go into that pass happy, hold on real quick. Let me take this call.
Hello, Boss Cowboy.
Hold on real quick. Let me finish this point, and then I got you. So if we see Kellen Moore going to pass happy, at any time during the playoffs, we gotta attack it. That's one of the main reasons I made this the way that I made it, because I want it to be embarrassing. I want it to be considered like we looking at you like you're a crackhead. You understand? So I want to embarrass him out of doing dumb stuff. Every time he do it, I want to call him Kelly Pookie Moore, the crackhead who addicted to throwing the ball. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we can be depressed or we can take action. It's up to us. What's up, man? Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter.
How you doing, boss?
What's up, man? Who is this?
You know who you're talking to, right?
Oh, it's Daryl. What's up, Daryl? What's going on?
Well, happy birthday, man. I called in just to say happy birthday, and I got some new gigs from a friend of mine that does cowboy stuff, so I'm gonna tweet some of the pictures of it on Twitter to let you check them out, see what you think.
Okay, man, send it over. Yeah, man.
I will, and I just wanted to tell you, I missed you, fam. I've been dealing with some stuff, but we're gonna do this thing this year. This year, we're going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to go do this thing. Because, regardless of the way we play, and if we keep playing the way we've been playing team football like we played against the Vikings, I think we're going to do very well, whether we have Odell or not. But, either way I see it, I still support this team. Let's go, Cowboys, and have a blessed day, Boss Cowboy. Love you, fam.
Love you too, man. That was a great call. Appreciate it. My boy say, boss, why do you look stressed? It's your birthday. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Whenever I talk about Kellen Moore, he make me stressed off.
Fire! Yoga! Fire!
I'm having a good birthday, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, somebody told me the other day, they said, boss, man, boy, I hate that you cuss so much. I said, I'm sorry. It's the Kellen Moore topic. He was like, I got kids that watch your show. I said, I'm so sorry. I put it like this. When you see me talking about Kellen Moore, you might as well just leave. Get your kids and get them out. You can come back and sit down, but just, it bothers me because I feel like we so close. Just to be honest, we very close. Look how good we mopped up Minnesota when we stuck to who we were. You know what I'm saying? Just look how that to me says we're close. And when you seeing somebody that's in the way, Kellen Pookie Moore, that's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, man. When you see somebody literally acting like a crackhead, where he in the wrong times just get addicted to passing, it's, it's upsetting. We've been a long time waiting on opportunities like this, and it's in front of us. You don't want to see it wasted. You know what I'm saying? So that's just all it is. So if I look stressed, that's all it is. Trust me, when I get off and I go back to chilling, and when we talk about something else on the final word, I'm gonna be chilling, bro. Cause I already know we finna enjoy the rest of this season. Let me call B Bird. It looked like I missed B Bird call. I didn't even say I missed your call, B. I'm calling you now.
Hey, what's up, boss?
What's up, B? B, you see how we do you, man? We be like, let's call B Bird back. What's up, man?
Hey, the thing is, man, is if you think we got enough talent right now to win the whole thing, then no, you don't go get OBJ. But if we don't have the talent at wide receiver to win, then you have to try it, right?
Yeah. I mean, no. Now, you don't just try it because he the talent. See, because the problem is, if you get the talent and you be like, okay, okay, put it like this. If it was just about talent, you right. But it's not about talent. It's about temptation. You see what I'm saying? So if you get him, and yes, he's more talented, but it causes your OC to be pooky and dumb, then it's not as cut and dry as talent. It's about keeping us the way that we are, because at least the way that we are starting to do what we should do consistently, and that's run the ball and protect our defense. If we get him and get off script, it's not about the talent. It's about the OC being tempted.
And let me say this. I do agree with everything you're saying about the OC. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is, I think that we are talented enough to make the Super Bowl. Our only team I've seen that's better than us out there, or as good as San Francisco. They kind of do the same thing we do. Got the same kind of talent level. So I don't necessarily think we need OBJ, to be honest with you. This is not a strong NFC East this year, NFC conference this year. So I don't think that we actually need him, to be honest with you. I think if we play like we played last time, we can play against, last week we could play against anybody. Line up and play against anybody. So I'm saying that the people that think like, man, look, we are away on offense, on wide receiver, that's our weakest position group. If that's the case, if somebody feels that way, then they say, hey, if that's going to keep us out of the Super Bowl, our talented offense on wide receiver, then you go for it.
Right.
But I'm saying that if you think that we got enough already, which I kind of do, then you don't. And boss, I'm gonna let you go, man, because I can't really hear you talking, so the conversation ain't gonna go right. So okay. I just wanted to say that point, and I'll listen to you offline, man. I'm sorry about that.
Now it might be me. I've been hearing that lately, so I work on my settings. But that was B Bird, man. I appreciate B Bird, man. He always bring good insight to the Cowboy Nation, especially when he start talking about the power structures and politics. He has a very good football mind. Man, y'all crazy, man. Listen to Michael. Michael said, hold on, let me turn this down. Michael said, boss, you want me to take Kellen out for lunch or two and never to return to Cowboy land? No, Michael, no, I don't want that. No, spare him. But if you change that word never to return after the season, I'll think about it.
Yoga fire.
Whatever you got to do, bro, to make him not return until after the season, I might take you up on that offer. Don't use that, and don't use this. No. But if you could purge, yeah, man. Yeah, hey, Fresh King 36, I love your comment, man. That draw play, money. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, but this is the thing, just getting us ready, man. I just think we got to keep the pressure. I think it's going to be about the pressure. So the whole reason we was talking about OBJ is because I don't want us to think just because we got this talent that we need to just let off the gas. If anything, we gotta have to get our foot back on the gas. If anything, we gonna have to be that much more diligent about finding and calling out very silly philosophies. That's it. So I'm not doing this content to bring people down, because I know sports to a lot of people is a release. It's a way for people to relax. See, to me, it's a lifestyle. I'm a problem solver. So I might see the game different than some fans, to where I'm trying to solve the problem. Some people just want to relax. So when I start talking about the risk of Odell Beckham, y'all get nervous. But see, it's not about being nervous. It's just about being aware and taking action on what you love. You love this team. So if you see a risk, address it. That's all. So anyway, man, I definitely wanted to get this one behind me, man. Y'all appreciate all the birthday wishes. I will be back tonight with the final word. You already know that's gonna be banging for sure. I'm excited because I haven't talked to my brothers. I can't wait to hear from them and just get their thoughts, because I know they gonna have a lot to say. And I haven't even peeked over and listened to their content because I've been busy myself. So I'm gonna be excited to hear everybody from a fresh perspective, from the win and what's gonna be happening going forward. So on the way out, man, make sure y'all hit that like, man. Also make sure y'all subscribe to Boss Cowboy Sports. Continue to share the content. Y'all have been doing a great job of that lately. I really appreciate that. We on our way to 5,000. We go hit that pretty quickly. And it's only because y'all being very diligent, man. We greatly appreciate it. And as I always say, man, over here, man, we work very hard to stay loyal, never devoted, because we go tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And we go always work on solutions to the problems that we see. It's Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.